it?
Elf.
I'm good. I'm hot stuff. I'm hot stuff. Right. I have come from the Melbourne show. They had to really scale things down this year. As you know, what's happening in Melbourne, everybody's shut down. They locked down my tent just with me in it, and the whole structure collapsed on my scarf. So I got on the net and I looked around and I thought, I think they're having a show-themed day up at a little place called Blackall Range Care today. So I can set up my tent here, and anyone who wants their fortunes told for a very small fee of $17,050, you can have your fortunes told today, okay? And I'm not going to discriminate between staff or clients. I'm going to do anyone who wants their fortunes told today. Now, I'd like to say a bit, I believe, young man, are we going through the ether? Are we being through the ether down to...
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Oh my God, my kind of show, my kind of man, where I'm being absolutely everywhere. All my proton particles are separating as we speak and going out into the world. Well, I'll take my seat behind my crystal ball, which has been specially flown up from Melbourne, from the Mornington Peninsula. That's where the show was shut down. I'm not sure why I'm telling you that. I must know something about your past, young lady. So my show was at the Mornington Peninsula, but it was shut down. So they flew my crystal ball up on a separate flight. It wasn't Jetstar because that's been cancelled. It wasn't Virgin because that's been cancelled. So it came over on, I said to my mate, I rang Ireland and I said, Bono, is the U2 jet available? And he said, Esmeralda, for you, anything. So all the boys from U2 flew over in their private jet, they picked up the crystal ball and they flew it up here and delivered it last night. So, yes, when each person's going to use it. So, look, I'm going to sit down. I have to vibe my space. I have to get ready. So, because I want every reading to be accurate this morning. I don't go in for any non-professionalism. I'm going to beam through the ether. And I'm going to, everyone who sits in front of me, I'm going to get to know you intimately. Your protons, of course, just your protons and particles, okay? So, oh, looks like we're ready to go. Oh, thank you. Someone here is psychic and knew that I needed a glass of water. I thank you sincerely. Now, I'm just having to get this ready before we call up our first volunteer. Volunteer. Woo! That didn't work. Woo! Now, look, I'm going to do this psychically. I have an order in my head. Okay, wait a minute, I have to clear my head because this is like a meditation. Just wait till I clear my head. My head has to be very clear. It might take... Oh, that didn't take long. I don't know what's in there. Perhaps nothing. Oh, nothing. Well, you've just earned yourself the first fortune teller reading. Would you please bring up a chair? And I don't even want to know your name. I don't want any clues as to who you are or what your background is. So let's just see. And of course I have to call on my guides. I have people from the other side helping me with these readings. I have people who aren't in bodies helping me. Check the crystal ball. Woo! They're here. They're here. Thank you, Uncle Max. Uncle Max is here. It's 3 beats for Auntie Edna. Oh, she's here. She's here. And it's 1 beat for my little pet mouse, Alfred. He's here. He's here. Right, okay. Now, okay, all right. I need you in a bit closer. I need you in a bit closer with your chair. Okay. Oh, okay. Could someone in the room, you lovely girl over there, I don't know your name, could you get me a pair of a box of blue gloves? I've just thought of something because you took my temperature. I'm from Melbourne after all, and I want to keep this COVID safe, and I am going to have to grab your palm in a minute and read it. Thank you so much, dear. Okay. Nobody can say that Esmeralda is COVID unsafe.
Which one?
Yeah, I'm going to read your palm. I'm going to read your right palm.
How is she going to read my palm?
With the glove on. I have X-ray vision. I am one of the supers. Excuse me, give me your hand. Okay, all right. You have a very, very long lifeline there. You have had, in fact, you believe in past lives?
Not really.
Not really. Well, you have had at least 9 past lives. Are you a cat, dear? Are you a cat?
I've always been called a bit of a pussy.
Okay. Well, she's got a very long lifeline, and it's just telling me that she's had more than one life. And hang on, wait a minute. So if you've had 9 lives, there's a message coming through. There's a message coming through from the ether. We'll have to see who it's from. He's here. He's here. His name, what's your name? Identify yourself. Garfield! Garfield has known this woman in a former life. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Garfield, you know the big orange little bugger with the whiskers? And so Garfield has known this woman. Have you ever had a cat called Garfield?
No.
Okay. I'm sensing other animals. I'm sensing other animals in your auric field. That's a good word before 12 noon in the morning, isn't it? In your auric field, I see 2 little furry animals. I think, hang on, I'm just going to ask my guide, Uncle Alfred, what animals are they? They're dogs. They're dogs. Okay. So you've got the youngest one of your dogs. Now tell me, is the youngest one's name Suki?
No.
Is it Susie?
No.
Is it Sally?
No.
I think she's a pathological liar. I think your dog does start with an S, doesn't it?
No.
Okay, that was in another lifetime. That was in the lifetime before Garfield. So I haven't made an error. I never make errors. Never make errors. I'm going to try and find out the name of your second little dog. Okay? All right. Woo! Your second little dog's name. Is it Buster?
No.
Is it Bruno?
No.
Is it Billiards?
No.
Okay. Is it Bob's your uncle?
No.
Okay. I think this one, you're being blocked. This one's auric field is blocked. I'm going to let go of your palm and I'm going to try and clear your auric field. That's better, isn't it, everybody? Okay. I think that this will clear your auric field. Now, just for an extra $500, I can give you a very quick neck massage.
No.
I'm sorry. Oops, it's on the bill. It's been put on the bill. So far, your bill is only $17,500. Okay, lovely. I think we're having a lot of difficulty clearing this auric field. Have you been drinking Chardonnay recently?
Yes.
Have you been eating cheese and biscuits and figs recently?
Yes.
I'm on a winner here, everybody. Did you have a cup of coffee, more than 1 cup of coffee this morning?
Yes.
Right, this is your trouble. Too much alcohol, too much coffee, not enough sex. Right.
Yes!
Okay. Right. So your auric field is nearly clear, and we. Oh, I think this shawl might be cactus now. It's full of the gremlins that were in this one's auric field. I think I will just put it over here. Right, I haven't finished with you yet. Okay. Haven't finished with you yet. Okay. You're going to meet a tall person with red auburn hair. Is there anyone in your life at the moment who is tall with red auburn hair?
Not red auburn hair.
Okay, all right then. I think you're going to meet Prince Harry. I think you're going to meet. He's one of the best looking rangers we know. So, okay. I feel a trip for you coming to Canada. You're going to be going not on a plane. You're going to be going on a cruise ship. Oh, lots of COVID germs there. You're going to be going on a cruise ship to Canada, where you will meet Prince Harry and Meghan and little Archie. That's exciting,
Very
isn't it?
exciting.
That's exciting. All right then. There's just one thing. There's a message trying to come through. There's a message for you to take away from this reading. One of my guides is trying to give me a message. We'll see which one it is. It's the little mouse. Okay, so the message for you is you're going to come into some money.
Whoa.
You are going to come into some money. My goodness, how wonderful for you. Close your eyes, close your eyes. The money is coming very, very quickly, very, very soon. Open your eyes. Look, there it is. 5 cents.
Wow.
5 cents. You take that with you, lovey. You take that with you, and that will help you pay my exorbitant bill. Only $17,500. My mate's rate, I'm going to give that to you for my mate's rate today. $17,499.50. Okay? Off you go. Take your windfall with you. Right? Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. Oh, that's taken a fair bit out of me, so I'm just going to sit here and clear my own auric field again. The next person who might like a reading, and I'm just going to see if I can get a picture. I'm going to visualize in my mind and get a picture of the person in this room who I think will perhaps come up for a reading. Let me just do that. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. I have the picture in my mind. Now, I don't know anybody's names in this group, so I'm just going to tune into. Would you move a little bit closer, please, to my crystal ball? My crystal ball. Okay, now, you look like a person who might believe in things in the unseen world. Am I right? I am right about that. Because, you know, my father, Wolfgang, used to always say to me, Esmeralda, you can't just believe in the things you know with your mind. There are many things under heaven or earth that we can't see, but we may get to know. And so all of those things like ghosts and vampires and all of those, and energy is always surrounding us. So I'm going to tune into your aura now, and I'm going to see what comes up. You're clear? You're clear. All right, I'm going to proceed to do the reading now. I am actually going to use your palm. Is that the best one? This one. I'm going to have a look at your lifeline. And I'm going to see, oh my goodness, you also have a very long lifeline. And the little line that intersects this one tells me that you lived a lifetime during Cleopatra and Mark Antony's time in Egypt, because I can see you standing up on top of the temple at Cheops. This one, you had long hair in those days. I see your hair streaming in the wind up on the temple at Cheops. I can also see the Sphinx. In the desert, I see the stone image quite near you. And would you believe that you were a goddess of the sacred cat over in ancient Egyptian times? And do you know which one of my guides told me that? It was Garfield. It was Garfield again that gave me that piece of information. So you were a goddess of cats. And yeah, and when you were buried in that lifetime, you were buried in Queen Nefertiti's pyramid. In fact, you were the main housemaid of Queen Nefertiti, and you were buried. You must have done some good things for Queen Nefertiti. I see your tomb not very far away from the Queen's. And, oh, Garfield's giving me another message. What was that, Garfield? Oh, okay, just settle down. I'm going to have to send Garfield to anger management training. I think that's going to be a little difficult to do because I'm not sure how that works in a world where you're not in a body, but I'll just speak to someone else upstairs. Okay, so Garfield has also said that. Now in the lifetime before this current one, you actually had a little cat. Now I'm going to try and guess the name of your little cat in that lifetime. Okay. Was it Furball? Okay. Was it Teabag? Okay. Was it Simon? No. Okay. All right. It must start with the letter W, does it? Okay. I think that you might be hiding the truth here. I think that you had a cat called Wilhelmina, but you just don't know it. Okay. I think we'll get right off the subject of cats now, and we'll go now onto the subject of men. Men. Okay. Right now. Oh my goodness. In the lifetime before the one I was talking about, before that, you were actually a movie actress. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a picture of Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly. You were actually Grace Kelly in a former lifetime, and you got to play opposite Cary Grant and James Mason. And do you know, you married a man over in Monaco. Let me just I'm going to have to ask my little mouse guide for the name, the letter that this starts with. Just a moment. I'll call him in. Okay. His name was Prince Rainier. Prince Rainier you were married to him. You had the wedding that Grace Kelly had with that beautiful dress, and then you had 3 children. You had Caroline, you had Albert, and you had Stephanie. You were a famous person 2 lifetimes ago. Wow, okay. There's a little bit of advice coming in for you. It's coming through the ether. I don't want to break the circuit, so I'll just set up an etheric link here. This afternoon you will be going home to your house on a bus with a man driving, and the name starts with G. Oh my God, I'm getting the whole name. His name is Gary Barnes. He will be driving your bus this afternoon. Aren't I amazing? The amazing Esmeralda who knows all things. Your reading is over. I wish you well. The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain. Your auric field is clear. So clear. Okay. Now, I've changed my gloves, so I'm going to have a look at your palm as well. All right. Okay. Oh. Okay. You've also got a very, very long lifeline here, and I can see at least 7 former lifetimes on this lovely little palm. Oh my goodness, do you know what's flashing up at me? Oh my God, there's a line coming from a play that Shakespeare wrote. Oh my God, this palm is giving me a message. Do you know what it's saying? The line coming to me is, out, out, damn spot. None of the perfumes of Arabia could sweeten this little hand. Do you know who this person was in a lifetime in Scotland, well before the 13th century? You, my dear, were the Lady Macbeth. Ooh, Lady Macbeth. And my goodness me, I am seeing drops of blood on this little hand. I'm afraid I'm going to have to move a little bit away from you because you have done something in this lifetime that's not very good. Not very good. Oh, Garfield, my guide Garfield's trying to give me another message. Garfield's a cat. He's trying to give me another one. My goodness, we have, everyone steer clear, we have a murderess on our hands. Did you know that you murdered Banquo so that your husband could take the throne of Scotland for himself? You were a very beautiful woman and nobody suspected you at all. So in the dead of night you were able to get into Banquo's chamber. You had put a pellet of poison in the vessel with the pestle that Banquo had been drinking. And then no one knew that the pellet with the poison was in the vessel with the pestle. So everyone did not suspect when poor Banquo picked up the vessel with the pestle that had the pellet with the poison in it and drank a sip. He threw it on the floor and he died a very painful death. Now, it's interesting, our karma catches up with us, but I see that in, oh my goodness, in the present lifetime, no, the one before this one, you actually had a very healing role. You were a helper too, a very spiritual person. I'm getting a picture of Mother Teresa. You would go around with Mother Teresa and you would feed the poor. You would walk with her and you would roam the streets of India and feed the poor. I'm getting a message from, it's not Garfield, I'm getting a message from Garfield's guardian angel. In this lifetime, you've known some hardship. From here on in, 2020, things are looking up for you. Things are looking up and you are going to experience something very exciting in the near future. May the goddess go with you. End of the reading. End of the reading. Okay. Wow. You've got a lovely big aura. I can hear that you have a lovely singing voice. And I'm also getting a message about where you're from. In this lifetime, this woman went to, I can see lovely looking schoolgirls in uniforms. I can see schoolgirls in uniforms. And I can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Would that be right? I see the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And girls, they're not from St Trinian's. They are from, would it be the Ladies Methodist College down in Sydney? One of my guides just gave me that message, and it was my little mouse guide that just gave me that message. So you went to the Methodist Ladies College in Sydney. ELC, lovely. Now let me just find out some other things about you. Ooh, you have a very good singing voice and you enjoy music, don't you? You do. Let me just have a look at your palm. Yeah, okay, now you've got an interesting lifeline here. Yes, you have. A fairly long lifeline, which indicates 10 past lives. 10 past lives. Yes, it does. It goes all the way up to your wrist. That's right. She might even have had 20 past lives. And let me just tune in to the last one that you had, the one before this one. Ooh. No, it's taken me back a much further than this last life. It's taken me right back to, woo! You were a Viking. You were a Viking way, way back before Jesus Christ. You were a Viking named, and there's a letter coming in. I'm getting another lifetime here. And it's over in America. It's coming in thick and fast. You were a Native American. You were a Native American brave. You were male in this lifetime. And I'm getting a name, and it's Robinia Eats Too Many Biscuits. That was your Native American name. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. They came in such quick succession. Your aura is very clear. You must eat good healthy stuff for your aura to be so clear. Oh, fantastic. I'm getting some good vibes from you. Yeah, okay. There's just one message, one final message coming in. Oh my goodness. You have no danger up ahead. You have a family that loves you and looks after you. And all will be well in 2020. Woo! End of reading. Very smart dresser. Oh, we can see that about you. Okay, thank you. Right, okay. I'm already getting a message about a lifetime lived in the early years of this century, and that is even without picking up her hand. Okay, we'll get on to the palm reading now. Okay. Oh, everybody who's come up today has had a very long lifeline. This one is very long, at least 25 past lives, at least 25 past lives. Oh, I'm getting a picture. I'm getting a picture. So you were actually one of King Tutankhamun's aides. You used to bring him his breakfast, lunch, dinner. You used to do all that sort of thing. You used to bring his royal commode to his side when he wanted to do his number ones and number twos. So you were the ancient Egyptian royal commode carrier. Now that must have been a very important job. So you can stop your snickering. That must have been a highly important job. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm getting another picture from a different lifetime. Did you know that this woman here was Nancy Sinatra in the lifetime just before this one? Hence my go-go dancing, which was pretty bloody good, wasn't it? Okay. So you were Nancy Sinatra, and so you were amazing. You were a good-looking little Sheila, weren't you? You were. And you had a very famous father, who had deep blue eyes. Oh, I'm getting a connections coming in which isn't so good. A connections coming in for your father. Unfortunately, he had ties with the mafia. Oh. Now, there's just one more lifetime, and it's just spinning round above us, and we're getting messages about it. It's going to come down. These messages are teleported through the ether, and they come and they settle on our heads. Ooh. So this message is about your current lifetime. I can see tins of paint all over your house and on the floor. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Now, these tins of paint, I also see trestles. Yeah. And I see you and perhaps your current partner. You are painting all of your house. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Final message for 2020. You are going to develop your singing voice, and you are going to get better, and you are going to be able to take the music group here at Black Orange Care, so that the current people can go into Montville and have flat whites for an hour and a half, and then come back again. Yeah. So you're going to be very, very important here on staff. Going to be taking the music group. End of reading, end of reading. Very clear. This one's aura is very, very clear. I can tell you something about your extended family. I see an aeroplane. I see an aeroplane, and it is involved in international travel. Is this correct? It is. One of your extended family has got pilot's insignia on his shoulder lapel. Is that correct? Okay. There is a foreign country from which this person resides, does most of his base, is a base for the flying. It starts with there's a letter coming in, and it's the letter D. D. Oh my goodness. Is the foreign country, is it Dubai? No, it's not. Okay, I must be close because I'm hearing little tinkling bells going off in my mind. They're going tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. So it's not Dubai. Aha! There's another letter coming in, and it's the letter A. Is it Abu Dhabi?
It's Abu Dhabi.
Oh my goodness. Do you know who gave me the hint for that? Fred Flintstone. I heard coming in on the ether, Abu Dhabi doo, Abu Dhabi doo. And then I heard Abu Dhabi. See, I've got all sorts of contacts in the spirit world, the cartoon world. I've got friends everywhere, everywhere. Just got one little final message for you about 2020. You're going to be surrounded by your family and friends for the rest of the year. You'll be together at Christmas. With what's happening down in Australia, you will all be gathered together at Christmas in a fairly new-looking house, and there's just one more letter coming in. It's a letter M in Malay. In Malay. So I'm going to have to go now. It's been a great pleasure to be with you lovely people this morning. And, you know, I'll just send you all your bills. 17,500, 17,500, 17,000, I'll give you a discount, 50 cents off this one. 17,499.50. Okay. I'm not giving you a discount, right? Nor you. Okay. I'll give you a little discount.
So kind of you.
5 cents. And it was so good that you came into some money there. Don't, you got 5 cents. Now don't spend it all at once. Okay. Right, I have to go now. Just going to put my shawl back on. I feel my broom calling me.